We can now bring in our chief foreign editor, Rob Parsons. Rob, Nancy Pelosi says she will proceed with impeachment proceedings over in the House, but at the same time, she wants the Vice President, Mike Pence, to invoke the 25th Amendment. How would this go?
Well, for Mike Pence to invoke the 25th Amendment, he needs the agreement of half of his cabinet. It's extremely unlikely. It's not even clear that Mike Pence himself would be prepared to invoke it. He is allegedly infuriated by what happened last Wednesday when he was caught himself in the Capitol when the mob attacked, and his wife and child were there as well. He hasn't had anything approaching an apology from Donald Trump or even a phone call. So there's no doubt that he is angered by what happened. But is he prepared to go as far as the 25th Amendment at this stage? It seems unlikely. Given that, given the enormity of what Donald Trump is being accused of doing, leading the crowds to insurrection is the charge that the Democratic Party is going to be bringing against him. And that is why Nancy Pelosi is insistent that she and the party in the House of Representatives will press ahead with impeachment.
And Rob, how risky is it for the incoming president, Joe Biden, if the House, which is controlled by the Democrats, proceeds to impeach Donald Trump for a second time? Because he wants to be the president for all Americans, not just for Democrats, for Republicans as well.
Yeah. Precisely. I mean, therein lies the dilemma, I think, for Joe Biden, because throughout his presidential campaign, that has been the leitmotif, that he wants to unite Americans. He wants to appeal to bipartisanship, to remind Americans, as he puts it, of who they are. He kept saying about the Trump presidency, this is not who we are. So he doesn't want to start with measures which will make bipartisanship more difficult. And quite clearly, an impeachment might do just that. His hope will be that sufficient numbers of the Republican Party will have been so shocked by what happened last Wednesday with that storming of the Capitol that they will be prepared to see Donald Trump impeached. It's interesting that 56%, according to a recent poll, of Americans now believe that he should be impeached. And 68% of Americans believe that he's culpable for what happened. So he does have that on his side. And there's no doubt, too, that within Congress, within both the Senate and the House of Representatives, Republicans have edged towards Joe Biden's position. When you get a third-ranking Republican in the House of Representatives, Liz Cheney, saying Donald Trump lit the flame, it's clear that something is happening, that a sea change is about to occur. Is that going to be enough to swing the Republican Party into some sort of support for Biden's position on impeachment and towards greater bipartisanship? Too early to say, I think. The dust has to settle a bit after the events of last Wednesday, but Joe Biden will certainly be counting on that.
We'll see how it plays out. Rob, thank you very much for that. Rob Parsons there.